Dan the Professor Kaiser here for PicksandParlays.net and the Picks and Parlays YouTube channel with a free play for Saturday's college football action. For this game, I'll be taking a look at the Penn State Nittany Lions as they go against the Iowa Hawkeyes from Iowa City, Iowa. This will be a night game kicking off at 7 p.m. Before I get to the winning play and the analysis of that game, please like, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications. And with that, you'll get notified of more free play picks from the Picks and Parlay stable of handicappers. Also, you'll get notified of our other free shows and content like Total Chaos, hosted by Ellie Burns, which she pits two handicappers from Picks and Parlays against each other as they pick totals. There'll be 5 games, college, NFL, and they pick the totals, whether that game will go over and under. Whoever gets the most picks right advances to the next week against a new handicapper. It's fun. It's a fun show to watch, and you can get some good information if you're thinking about it, betting some totals. Also, check out the All Joe Madden show, hosted by Joe Madden, on Thursdays and Fridays. I've been usually on Fridays, and we break down, look at some games coming up on the weekend. She has another great handicapper on there. We kind of look in advance of what's going to happen on Saturday, Sunday, or sometimes Monday Night Football. So sign up for those. It's all good free information for you. Feel free to drop a line in the comment section down below. Tell us what you want to see this weekend, or what you're playing this weekend. Tell us what you think of our picks. Agree, disagree, and why. And also, you can put in what you would like to see on this channel. Maybe we're missing something. Maybe there's a sport that you'd like to see that one of our handicappers covers, and we can get that information out to you also. But looking at this game, Iowa that's coming into this game is 3-point home favorites with a total of 39.5. I got those lines at DraftKings. But if you want the best live line site on the internet, check out oddslogic.com. If you have multiple outs like I do, and you should have multiple outs if you're betting sports in this day and age, it's a great site to have. You get all the lines on one screen. You're not flipping around different windows, different tabs, trying to find the book you want, the line you want, who's got the better line. It's all right there for you. Fast, easy, and it's just something great to have if you bet a lot of sports and have a lot of different sports books that you use. It just simplifies the process. But looking at this game again, man, how the mighty have fallen. If you're Penn State, just 3 weeks ago, you're 3-0, riding high, taking on the Oregon Ducks. If you win, you're probably the number 1 team in the country. But you had a disappointing loss to Oregon. You came back late, but you couldn't get the job done in the first half, which really cost the Nittany Lions. And then they suffered humiliating losses back to back. First to UCLA, who hadn't won a game yet, and then last week they lost to Northwestern. And now, not only are they looking to save their season, but they're also going to be in the search for a new head coach. Penn State decided it was time to get rid of big game James Franklin, and I can't argue with that logic. But this game doesn't get any easier. They have to go to Kinnick Stadium, take on the Iowa Hawkeyes. It's going to be night. Iowa again, just the same Iowa team. They're 4-2 right now, 2-1 in the Big Ten. It's just the consistent Iowa team as we've seen since Hayden Fry. And to add salt to Penn State wounds here, they would be without quarterback Drew Aller for the rest of the season as he suffered an injury in that game against Northwestern. Redshirt freshman Ethan Kreckemeyer will be under center. And this is a tough road test for a redshirt freshman. Iowa's not an easy place to play at, and their defense is not an easy defense to go against. Some Penn State fans may enjoy the change. I mean, Aller hadn't been lighting it up. They expected big things from him coming into the season. He's thrown for 1,100 yards, 8 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Fill-in role, Kreckemeyer completed 72.7% of his passes, 105 yards, 1 touchdown, and no interceptions in the loss to Northwestern. Penn State, this ground game has put up 169 yards a game with Katron Allen rushing for 467 yards and 7 touchdowns. Defensively, Penn State is allowing 18.5 points a game. I think Penn State will have to lean heavily on their running attack in hopes to keep the pressure off the passing game. So I think you're going to see them trying to run the ball a lot in this game. But looking at this Iowa side, their quarterback, Mike Gronowski, completing 65.4% of his passes, 743 yards, 3 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. But if we have seen with Iowa, probably since Chuck Long, they don't pass the ball. They like to run the ball. They like to control the ball on the ground. And they've been doing that this year. They average 184 yards per game on the ground. Kamari Moulton has 261 yards and 2 touchdowns, but they have a few backs that they like to use just to wear down the defense. This defense for Iowa is allowing just 13 points a game and 246.7 yards per game. They only allow 79 yards rushing. And again, with Penn State trying to establish the run, I mean, this is, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. This Iowa team, as always, they like to run the ball, don't make mistakes, rely on their defense to keep it close and pull it out at the end. I think they'll use their defense to try to take advantage of this compromised Penn State offense. I think they'll load up the box, dare Penn State to throw the ball. But will Penn State take the bait? Who knows? But that's why I'm looking at the total in this game. Before I tell you about the play and break down why I'm going with what I'm doing in the total, let me tell you about the Weekend Warrior package going on over at Picks and Parlays. What it is, it's a package for $49. You get to pick the handicapper. You can pick 2 handicappers. You get 2 different packages if you'd like, but for $49 for whatever handicapper you choose. And what you get for that $49 is for every play they release Saturday for college football, it's yours. For any play they release for Sunday for NFL, it's yours. Whatever plays they release on Monday Night Football, you get those also all for $49. And it's kind of a bonus this Monday. There's 2 Monday night games. So there's more options for Monday Night Football. It's a great deal, a great price. So check that out. I think this game heavily favors Iowa for multiple reasons. Penn State's loss at quarterback is one. The defensive strength of Iowa against the run, and the time of possession I will have will make a big difference in this game, wearing down the Penn State defense. I think Iowa will be in a good position to stop the Penn State rushing attack and make them throw the ball, which I'm not sure they want to do with Minor under center, as he only has 13 career passing attempts. And now he's on the road against a very good Iowa defense. The question is, will Penn State get that fired coach, new coach bounce? I think that could have been possible with Aller under center. But I don't think it's going to make that big a difference right now. To be honest, I think the only thing sadder on the field Saturday than Penn State's offense will be them waving to the kids in the children's hospital before the 4th quarter. Iowa won't score a lot of points in this game. So I think this game stays under the number. I know it's a kind of a low number, 39.5, but with both these offenses being pretty anemic, I don't see it going under that number. So take the under in this game. Again, check out the Weekend Warrior package. If you don't go with me, take advantage of the price and take a different handicapper. But I'm going to have a lot of plays up for this weekend, college and pro. So it will be worth an effort if you haven't tried me out before. And with that, good luck this weekend, and see you next week.